truck. This is because we don't own a truck. We need to purchase we don't have a truck. We gotta purchase a truck. And we're gonna click on Scania. Scania. Here we go. Alright. Buy online. Let's go ahead and click one of the more expensive models because that's that's good. We're gonna go with the 4x2 chassis because I had a load of oranges. I know it's not, you know, it was just basically a semi-trailer of oranges. Don't care what's in it. And that was the only one that was heading up to Sweden. However, because I'm doing the whole thing with the truck selling, we may miss out on that. So we'll find something that's going up to the new DLC. We've got the bigger engine. We've got the tranny with the retarder on it. Exclusive V8. That's all good. Doesn't matter on color because we're gonna be going with we're gonna be taking around the corner in a minute to put some paint on it. Looking at the new stuff. I don't want to spend a real lot of time on this. Thank you so much to Mr. Firefighter. Thank you for that follow. And so we're gonna put this on here. I'm not gonna, you know, go all nutso over, you know, decking this truck out. We're gonna put everything on it, but I'm gonna do it up like I've done a lot of trucks because we really want to get to the drive-in tonight. So, what did I put on here? I think this is where I'd put a bunch of the beacons last time. We need to warn people we're coming. We're a hazard on the road. Hate to say it. We're not gonna be today though. That's why I'm on the Red Bull. And I think I did some Kramer horns up here last time. And we're really not super. Oh no, that's not. Kramers were back here. And then up here I had some lights. Can't really make these lights. For today, they're going to be the ones that we make. How about that? Got horns, got lights. We're not gonna. We want to look at the paint jobs more than anything. So, maybe I should go with something different that I don't ever use. I just really come back to that one. Let's go with that one today. I'd never use that one. Go chrome on those bad boys. Let's go with the long there. The bumper. I'm so partial to this one on the Scania, just because it doesn't block the logo and the lights and all that. That actually looks really nice too. I've liked that one a lot in the vault. These ones here, okay. What we could probably do. That doesn't. You know what? We're gonna do that. We're gonna go with that one. Then we can't do too much. We want to keep this one simple. Yeah, you can't put anything on. But we can do this. And I've never gone with it. Is this? Maybe it's not new. I've just not used it. Oh, heck yeah, let's do that. Let's all chrome that baby out on the front. There we go. I think those look good. I usually go with the Rangers. The reason I like those a lot, but that looks good too. Door handles chrome. This one here is nothing you can do. Alright. And exhaust. More of a fan of that one. I don't like this like half kind of a deal. That actually looks okay. It is a V8. Let's go with the 4 pipes. Same one. And the side skirts, of course, we got those turned on. And so the last thing is what they've just added. And that's how they've separated the wheels from the tires now. Not that that's like overly exciting, but it is nice because sometimes you want to do different things. Oh, okay. Hold on a second here, folks. Is my mic is cutting out a little bit? I wonder what I got into. Give me a second. I can't believe it. I'm not sure why the mic is cutting out. Apologize for the technical difficulty. Yeah, the mic is at 100%. I'm not sure. So is it cutting out a lot? Mic is cutting out? On your roof, you had a lot of options. It's from that bar up there. Yeah, I'm not sure. Mic is fine. Okay, okay. Yeah, the mic settings are where they're supposed to be. Thank you so much to Redneck Kid and RPG. Just let me know if it's dickered up again. The wife just popped in and said it was cutting out. She's watching it on mobile or on the laptop, which maybe it's actually the stream cutting out. Because yeah, our settings are all like they're supposed to be. Okay, so I don't know. Honestly, I don't know which wheels are gonna look the best on here because the fact that we're gonna be painting the truck and even I don't even know what color. So I think I'm gonna go with something kind of chrome. Doesn't look very chromy right there, but we're not gonna worry too much about that. And I think we'll go with I don't know the difference. You've got dark, you've got kind of a little bit of the lettering that shows up the sidewall, and then you've got those. Throw it up in the chat. What do you think on the tires? Remember, it's not going to be this pink color. It's going to be something with a lot of designs and all kind of different things on it. So, we want to try to figure out what we're going to put. It's kind of weird. I'm thinking we might go with something like that. And then we want to put the look. There's those look good with it. The Eastern Eagle. Maybe we should go in here. I just the Eastern. For some reason, I kind of think the American Dream fit well. Go with the Eastern. Want runner white? You guys want the runner? You guys like that? Got a couple for the runner. We'll just leave it. Again, we're not like, you know, gonna focus too hard on the truck and all that here. Last thing is interior, which we've already done everything in here, so there's nothing left to do. So 293, we're gonna go ahead and confirm that. And there's our truck. Again, we're gonna be painting it in a second. We want to purchase that bad boy, and we're gonna send it to Kiel because that's very northern. Right here is the new DLC, Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. That's why I bought a garage here about a month ago, so that we'd be real close to it right away. And what? Okay. Oh, that's a fail. I had to. I don't know why it put one of my trucks up there. That's not supposed to be there, but that's okay because we can fast travel. But that's kind of weird. I just set this up before the stream, and now we have no truck down here. I don't know why it did that. I guess we'll send our new truck to Berlin, and then we'll just fast travel up there. The only thing is that's gonna probably screw up our load, though. I hope we got a load up there, or else we'll have to figure something out. Because I can't sleep anymore. I've already done that. So, that's it. I guess truck manager. Scania Streamline, 0 miles. And we're already driving it. I thought. There we go. Yeah, I guess I'm back here in Berlin. I'm not sure why it did that. It moved one of my trucks up to Kiel, and it, because I had a driver that was taken out of there. Huh. That one confused me. Alright, well, we'll drive over. And wow, these things are so quiet inside. Forget how quiet. Hopefully you're not hearing the force feedback making all that racket. And we're gonna jump into the paint shop. And actually, this gotta come in the upgrade shop. Oh yeah, I forgot about my plate. Well, we'll leave that. Basically, let's find them here. Thank you so much to Luca the Keeper and Redneck Kid RPG. Now we've got Kazu 5000. Thank you for those follows. We've got so many paint packs here. I think it's these right here. The night. No, that was here before. I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I got so much paint now. This should be one of them here. All these. I don't know which paint pack these are from. Night Oath is from that other one up there. I think this is one of the pre-existing. I could be wrong. That one's definitely one of them, though. Scandinavian. I think this is too. That's what it is right there. Yeah, because that one we had. We've got this one here. I'll have to get a themed truck to be able to do that. Oh, it's got the Viking ship on the back. That's kind of cool. Kind of like that one. Odin's Wisdom. Different. Then you've got the Orc. See what the back looks like. Yeah, alright. Not my favorite paint pack, but they're not bad. Some of the other ones I think are really pretty awesome. This is probably, I think, the one that I like. That's got a cool little tree on the back, and you'd have to be real familiar with your Viking mythology to kind of know. Unfortunately, I'm a little rusty on some of that now. Read about that stuff a little bit when I was a kid, but don't really remember any of it. So we're gonna go with probably this one. 50 grand. Got the Viking ship on the back. So that'll be our truck for heading up to there, and then the last thing we gotta do is go to the company manager, the garage manager, and we don't have to. If I have to haul out of Berlin, I will. But I still don't know why my truck, why my Volvo is up there. I guess I'm gonna have to relocate that. No, we should be able to quick travel. What am I thinking? Been so long. But yeah, my Volvo there. Well, I'll leave it there for right now. We're probably gonna use that one later tonight. So here is what it looks like, and now it's daytime. No idea. Wow. Very appropriate truck though for where we're going. We'll get our lights on here. Pretty good. Yeah, let's check the driver, the freight market here and find out what we've got. I hope there's something that's going up north. I had a load of oranges, but like I said, I'm afraid we've probably lost out on that one. Yeah, we have. Dang it! Just give me one load. I don't want to go driving with nothing on. Oh, they're not going to give us anything. Whoops. Arrgh. So a cat part that I've got 8 hours to go pick up, which we'd be able to do that. I really wanted to go up to my load I had up here in Sweden because I wanted to drive through this. This is a 5-mile long bridge that goes to an artificial island and then down to a tunnel underneath the water when you cross. I don't know if it's in between here or here, but it's between Denmark and Sweden in real life. And I wanted to drive across that if we can. But this is going to take us up somewhere completely different, so not too happy about that. We lost our friggin' load. I don't think I can sleep anymore. Yeah. I'm afraid we've already gotten too much sleep. Boo and Chezu again, thank you so much for the follow, and Redneck Kid. Do appreciate that. Whoops. Yeah, I'm not tired. Oh, this sucks. This sucks. Well, beggars, I guess, can't be choosers. Trying to find a load that goes up there. Beggars can't be choosers. Everything is heading south. One thing that is nice, though, is when you're in Germany here, and you have a load that's going to UK, you can just buzz right up here to Denmark and take a ferry across instead of having to drive all the way down here to Amsterdam or Rotterdam. That's a pretty nice thing about this this pack. But looks like we're gonna get the big shaft here on the load, and we're gonna have to go and do this one. I'm not that excited about that, but that's all I got. I can't sleep. Set the GPS. Oh well. I'm still tempted. I think I'm gonna do this route differently. I think we're gonna drive up instead of taking the ferry, I'm gonna drive across to Sweden and then up. Whoops. Yeah, now you can grind gears and everything else. Let's see. Look at how quiet these trucks are inside. Holy cow. Oh. I think that it's, I don't know, it might be just because I haven't driven these things in so long. Can't see the light. Been driving the Pete, which is extremely noisy, along with the Volvo and a few others. And they're so noisy inside. Listen to that. They've changed the lighting in here. They have changed the... Oh. They've changed the weather effects with the rain. DJ, gotta get some sleep. Take care. Thanks for trying to come out. I know it's 3 or 4 in the morning there already. Just a lot of different little tweaks that they've done. And yes, I still don't like the traffic lights in Europe. I think they should put them on the other side of the intersection like we do here in the States, so that when you pull up you can actually see them. I've always told that funny story about my buddy Mike who moved here. He's from Germany. When he first got here, he would do that. He would drive his car out in the middle of the intersection and stop in front of the light. Well, I mean, you know, you can imagine how dangerous that is, because he was stopping in the intersection because he was used to pulling up to the light. That he did that a few times. Oh, God, it's been so long since I've driven a vanilla truck. Sound great though. Gotta get my 12th gear going on here. We're probably gonna skip through the even gears. Going 100 miles an hour. Of course, I got everything in miles an hour, so. Holy cow! Oh my god, a brand new truck! They still tip. They still tip. I don't know what it is, but like the mirrors, everything looks different. I think it's just because I don't know, I've been away for so long from driving these vanilla trucks, been driving the modded ones and stuff, but the mirrors are real nice. I do notice a difference in the lighting. Definitely. I gotta be careful. Can't go around corners going 100 miles an hour in our Euro truck. Yeah, they've worked the clutch now where you can grind the gears. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I want to drive fast, but I can't. Oh my god! Oh my god, this is so different! Just touching on those brakes. I don't think they've changed anything with that, but like I said, I haven't really touched these trucks in many months. I've been driving the other ones. We just put it off in the cabbage. Whoops. Yeah, now you gotta really hold that clutch in for a while before you let it out. Let them engine RPMs down, or else you'll grind your gears. I do not want to destroy my truck. This is not a red eye. Yes, I am pushing it a lot harder. We always get those crazy people in the comments section on YouTube that get on me about how fast I drive, and it's like, for one, it's a game, and it's because I can. It makes it more interesting for me. I've been playing this game, you know, for 2.5 years now, and I need something to keep me, you know, to keep me, I need something to make things interesting. Not like that, though. We are trashing this truck so hard. I just need to get my load on here. I like to make it challenging. Let's just put it that way. I have to get used to my clutch here. Go back to driving. Going back to driving real life truck. They don't let you get away with you know, hammering the clutch and the gears real quick like you're driving a race car. You really have to do it, you know, a lot more realistic now, or else you'll get that sound right there. Okay, now we'll drive nice. Now we'll have to slow her down. We want to get this load there with literally no damage as we sightsee. Oh, but you know what? I'm gonna do hopefully a illegal U-turn. I wanna go touch my truck up. I know those red eyes. We're not doing a red eye. I gotta repeat that. We're not doing a red eye here. I'm driving nice today, right now. Red eye will be later. We'll crank some tunes. It's hard for me to slow down in this game after been driving like I have over the last year. Spent a lot of hours in the driver's seat driving nice in here. I mean, as I always tell a story, for the first 6 months that we had the game, there was not even a way to turn the speed limiter off. I had to get a mod to do that, but I leveled up myself quite a bit by driving 55 miles an hour or less. So I'm enjoying, you know, these days of being able to, jeez, look at the repair. Being able to, you know, to go fast makes it challenging. Oh. And yes, in case you're wondering, I am driving with the G27. The clutch, the gears, the whole 9 yards, so it's adding some more difficulty in there. Come on. I'm not missing my gears, I'm just changing gears, letting out the clutch really quick. Oh! Trying to change my mouse view there. That's the one thing I miss about my old steering wheel setup. Although it wasn't as realistic, I would shift with my mouse buttons. Hey, thank you, Red Eye. Oh, $1 from Red Eye. You said you would drive nice. Very nice. Yes. I used to shift with my mouse buttons front and back, and that was nice because I could be looking around while I was shifting and everything else. But that's not, you know, the way we do it now to G27. So one of the problems I'll have, why like I almost drove over the curb right there, is I'll be trying to shift with my shifter. I'll have my view screwed up, and that's where that track IR, the thing that goes on your headset that actually, when you turn your head, would actually be very nice. And I might have to pick one of those up when American Truck comes rolling along, because I need to be able to shift my gears and turn my view without, because once I take my hand off the shifter, I'm trying to move my mouse, and guess what? Start running over minis and whatnot. So we're gonna take this job here, and we might change the route a little bit. I really want to go up through that new scenery. Not too crazy about taking that ferry thing, but then again, they have redone that. Shifter's coming off the table. Get that tightened down. Well, this wasn't too many tons. Only 8 tons, so got 700 and some horsies under the hood. Jesus. All I'm doing is shifting just the way I've always shifted in here, but it's just gonna take some getting used to. You gotta reprogram your head. You can't shift the way you used to. You gotta change gears, hold the clutch down, do like a 1 apple, 2 apple, 3 apple, and then let the thing out. Or else you'll get that grinding sound, which I guess it does damage now, so get my map sorted out there. I'm gonna have to probably end up getting a track IR because the difficulty. Okay, green light, here we go. It's not gonna be able to shift when I'm turning. So quiet in the cab now. It feels weird not having music. This will, of course, be going on YouTube, so we can't have music or it'll all get muted. And then if it did get to YouTube without being muted, YouTube would catch it and it would be all kind of copyright problems, so... I'm waiting forever to let the clutch out. Okay, hey, look at that tractor. That's what we need right now in Bjornholm. It doesn't even feel like I have a trailer back there. Can't find that middle pedal, can you? The middle pedal? Is that the brake? No, we don't use that sucker too much. I know. I need to use the brake a lot more. In Red Eye, we don't... come on, I don't have time for this. We don't use brake pedal too much. I could pull the dickens off this trailer. It's only 8 ton. One thing that, and this probably always been this way, I'm just used to a few other games. I probably need to adjust the sensitivity because like when I bump my mouse, and it's like all over the place. It's really quick. I barely have to move the mouse to look from one side to the other, and I think I want to adjust the sensitivity on that. Gotta let those engine RPMs come way down before you let out the clutch. And then we don't get the grinding. I'm cutting lanes without looking, end up slamming into somebody. Okay, we were going pretty good there. It's hard for me to tell myself to slow down though. Oh, whoa. Stick my head out the window like a dog. Okay, here we go. I don't know, maybe we'll check out the new ferry. That was something else that they added in. They did some work there. Can't remember all the specifics, but they've added some new ferry lines and stuff to get you across the water. So that might be something to look at. Yeah, I'm in the even gears, and we're already going 75. Gotta be careful here. We don't want to dump this load over. So what we're hauling... Uh-oh. Gotta be careful in third. Hauling a little tractor with a bucket and a backhoe attachment on it. Thank you to, oh my goodness, some random and country guy. Oh. I was only going 60 something. We're gonna have to putt-putt. I can't tell. I don't think we're in the new DLC area yet. Check the map real quick. Oh, oh, that's right. We had to backtrack down to Hamburg. Alright, so up here is gonna be... Okay. Traffic is really putting along. This guy wants to cut in on me. Oh, quit it. Look at this guy. I'm gonna cut over here. Quit it. I'm gonna just grind. I'm not gonna have gearbox left when I get there. Good. I'm impatient. Oh, I want to eat that mini so bad. Oh, you guys don't even know. I am broken. I am broken when it comes to this game. I've been abusing it far too long with some of my crazy driving tactics, and I see those minis and I wanna eat them. But I'm not in the Pete right now. The Pete has that nice bull bumper on the front of it that literally gobbles up minis and chews them and spits them out. Yeah, hey YouTube. Okay, we're gonna kick it in the pants here. I'm gonna stay over in this lane. Hopefully we don't run into all these people in this bus. Oh yeah. That's something else I've always found different is when it goes into one lane like this. In the States here, well at least in the parts of the country I've been in, I don't know about out east. I've not been to the few eastern states there, but we would never go down to a one lane like that. So I commonly end up in the wrong lane, like, crap, I gotta go straight. And I guess they've put a lot of work into... Uh-oh. Oh my god. No, no! God. Car's just flying up on me here. What steering wheel? Logitech G27. I need to get... This guy is... Okay. I am using a Jazzy Cat mod pack. It's an older one. I don't know which one it is. It's probably one from a few months ago. Well, it's definitely been a few months. Sorry, bumped the mouse. Of course, I could turn on my mirror here if I wanted to. I don't like using these because I like to try to keep it a little bit as realistic as I can. Staying in first person and things like that. I think most people use first person. SCS has done an amazing job. There's a lot of simulation games out there that first person is not always the best. And even Giants with Farming 15 have done a better job on the 15. Because now first person is nice to use, but I think most people, in fact, all the people I've seen doing YouTube and Twitch covering this game, I've never seen anybody that prefers third person. So that's a good thing, because it should be you know, a simulation of driving in first. Thank you so much to 2030 John Deere, and here we're coming into the new DLC area, crossing into Denmark. And barcode. I remember talking to Morton. He was one of our admin here in our TeamSpeak. He's been off for a while, but he's from Denmark, and he would tell me, I forget what city, but Denmark's a small country, so it don't matter. Somewhere in the middle. He would drive about an hour to Germany quite often because they would buy a lot of things down in Germany that were a whole lot cheaper than Denmark. I guess like the taxes or something. So he used to, you know, he used to do this little drive and said it was no problem, just hop across the border. I was wondering, you know, how the customs, you know, kind of a thing was. Because like even to get into Canada, the Canadians will tear your freaking car apart when you go in over there. I mean, they'll give you a hell of a time, and the same thing I've heard from Canadians trying to come into the U.S. And I mean, that's like, we're two friendly countries, so it's a hard time to get across. In Mexico, same thing, of course. But you know, with Mexico, it's a little bit more obvious. There's a lot more drug problems, drugs coming up from the south. But yeah, he said he just buzzed across that border right there. But I wonder what Morton will think when he gets to play this. It's hard for me or a lot of people I know to relate to the scenery in here because a lot of us haven't been to Europe and we're not in Europe. But maybe with the American trucking that'll come out, hopefully, I think it comes out in August this year. We'll get our little slice of heaven and be able to relate when we're driving through and say, yeah, this looks a lot like, you know. For starters, I guess it'll only be covering. Oh my God! In true fashion, I missed my turn. It's only going to be covering California, from what they said. I cannot see out my mirror. Behave. We're just driving across grass. Have to have a little spin tires in there. Spin tires, love. I'm gonna turn my force feedback. Oh, look at this traffic pile up here. Yeah, now I have to drive responsibly. Do it. Going 70, 75. That would be about the speed limit here. Well, our speed limit on the interstate here in Wisconsin is 65, so you can go 70. But we are speeding, like, a lot. Even for US, you know, top speed I think is 75 out west. You can go 80. We're doing 90 miles an hour. I have to go fast. If you're not first, you're last. Gotta get this here on time. 93 miles an hour. Oh, buckets. This is trouble up here. Oh god, I thought that guy was coming into our lane. They'll do that, and then you just freaking just pile in them. Look at that little texture glitchy there. We're gonna have to slow her down a little bit. Hate to say it, but trucks are so quiet. Notice there's the sounds that are different again. The cab when you hit the bumps. Thank you so much to Grippin and Mud Digger. Thank you for those follows. There's nobody over here. Oh my goodness. Little rumble strip. Traffic is so slow. Yeah, I guess Sweden and Norway. Come on. They've really done a nice number. Whoops. On the graphics, and the roads are real twisty and turny. Yeah, I'm gonna make them wait. Oh, great. That car waited for me, that's nice. He's got a couple little delivery trucks on there. Not too bad. They have added a bunch of new loads, like picking up trucks from the Scania factory. Volvo is also. So yeah, they've added, I guess, quite a few new loads to with the DLC. Kind of hard for me to tell because I'm running some of the Jazzy Cat mods, so we'll see all kinds of tractors and equipment. That's not necessarily part of the DLC. Sorry I'm not able to catch a lot of the chat here. I'm trying not to destroy my truck. Of course, if I slowed down to 55, it would be a problem, but really got to keep your eyes glued to the road. Oh. There's a cat trailer. Cat Logistics. They don't have any shoulders on their roads, do they? Oh my goodness. And yes, I have a clean driving record in real life. I actually don't speed in real life. You'd think I was a speed demon. I save that for the games. Don't have anywhere to go that's worth getting a speeding ticket. God, look at this. I haven't hit any speed cameras yet, and I'm pretty sure I haven't even paid attention to the speed limits, but I haven't it seems like it's like Germany a lot, where there's not too much with the speed cameras. which is nice. Okay, what's the deal here? What's this confused? Wasn't sure what we were gonna be coming up to. Oh boy, settle down. I was trying to remember where my engine braking was. Oh, I gotta go left. This is fantastic. I was thinking around with my controls trying to figure out where my engine braking button was. Instead of looking at my deal here, we're blocking the whole road. So we found the engine brake. That'll be helpful. Thank you, 379 for the big follow there. You know what, I'll bet they'll wait. We're just gonna ease our way out here. Should be getting close to the ferry here. Turtle Man and MRJSS, thank you for those follows. Redlining hard. That was the engine braking from the outside. I don't know what the speed limit is here. Again, wouldn't be in miles per hour, be in kilometers per hour, but yeah, here we go. We're at the port. See what kind of fancy rides we get to go across. Oh, yay, we discovered something here. Got a sightseer thing from Steam. Very nice. Green Narrow, what's happening? Can I make it rain? Make it rain! You want me to do? Throw some dollar bills around? Oh, make it rain? I can't make it rain, it's just all the game does that. I guess we got a green. Can't see the light though. Oh, crapper doodly pops. Oh, are you kidding me? I was supposed to turn right there. Just freaking, you know what? We should, there's only a hotel. I need to discover this place anyway. We're gonna be bad boys. We're gonna run the red light here. Have a little drive around this city. What I'm gonna do. Disobey a few traffic laws. Come on. Oh, that's the motel. Neat. Well, that's the motel instead of the hotel. I don't know if that's like that everywhere or just in this DLC area, I'm thinking. That looks nice. Nice open lot. And can't really tell. think the truck place is right down here. What's this? Whoops. Excuse me. Beg my pardon. Yeah, definitely the buildings look different. I should drive in third person through here. I don't know who uses this view. I couldn't do it. Alright. Oh, is that another job site? Yeah, it's another job site. Oh, so that's another Polaris Lines. That's the company that ferries us across, I believe. Yeah. Pretty cool. Thank you, Violin, Harley, and Chubby Pancake. Thank you for those follows. Alright. Come on. Urgh. Possible destination. We definitely want to go Oslo. Which actually is okay, I guess we're going up here. I can't remember what city where we're dropping this, but I wanted to buy a garage in Oslo for sure. So, okay. Sweet! Oh, we got another achievement progress in Steam that just popped up. Nice and foggy. Oh, very nice. Oh, now the weather. Now we got stormy. That's all been totally revamped too. And, oh, yep, now we're gonna get to see the rain. Actually glad it's raining for once. So one of the things that are different now too, we're supposed to have intermittent wipers. Oops. Yeah, so if you bump the key one time, yeah, I'm not touching it. That's the new wipers. See, and now I know that the Pete and the Volvo, they don't have that because that's not the way the mods were made. They only have the 1-speed because I already tried them, but that's the new wiper. And then you can bump it again, and then you end up with what we had before, which was what all the trucks had. There is no faster speed. I think it'd be kind of nice if they did, but I guess this worked fine before, so it's probably more than twice. But there's different rain effects. There's like the pitter-pattering of a light rain. This looks like it's more of a heavy rain. Thunder and all that kind of stuff. Let's try our intermittent wiper. Alright. Ooh, Oslo. Buy it. Where do we exit? What is this? Oh, you gotta drive out here? Oh, and then you go out here and then you go around. I gotta fix this guy, okay. Oh, I could not drive like this for long. Oh. Yeah, definitely gonna need the faster wipers there. Lots of tunnels. All kinds of neat things. I guess there's a lot of windy roads in the mountains that will lead up to, like, you know, twisty tunnels and all kinds of neat things when you get up in the northern parts of the DLC. We'll just have to see what we come on to here. Can't go down that one. Where did all the cars go? Not a lot of people out driving around today. Will Last Gaming and Gizzo, thank you so much for those follows. City driving. Like I gotta hang a right up here. Hope I don't cream that car that's behind us. Oh my god. I hang on left. Hopefully we don't wipe out the sign here. Wrong gear. Not gonna make it. Oh god, go! Dude! What is your deal? Alright, I'm going. That's beautiful scenery. We know we're still in town. Honk your horn. That was a yield. Hopefully everybody yields to me. $8 o'clock, 8:30 in the morning, so we actually went through on the ferry at nighttime. I don't know if we should be passing here. Probably not. Oh my god. We're driving more like we're in India than Norway. I guess we're still... Oh, a recruitment agency? Wow, I'm confused. So we're still... Oh, so now we're actually in Oslo. Okay, so the port we came in here must have come up here and then out around the corner. So it's kind of like big city area. That's where the Polaris lines are. I'm not sure if this is where the... Yeah, this is where everything actually is. I'll have to definitely drive around and discover. And buy a shop and hire a few people. Although I think I'm just gonna buy the shop right now. And then hire like 2 or 3. I'm gonna leave a couple spots open. Great. Oops. There's a lot tighter areas to drop your load now. Well, how we're gonna do this. I normally like doing it in first person. Yes, I do have 900-degree steering on this wheel, so trying to back up these rigs and fight the force feedback will actually tire your arms out. I need to put a knob on this wheel big time. Oh, we dickered this one out. I just didn't want to hit that wall. Okay, holy God. Alright. Thank you, Hager. Is for the big ol' follow. Disconnecting, excellent. Excelente. Only made 27. I remember back when I used to make like 100,000 on some of the loads, the heavy hauls. Now I'm hauling more on location than I am. I don't really care what I'm hauling and how much it pays. So that was nice though anyway. And what else do we get? I don't know how our sleepy is. I want to go discover the city up here. Oh, that'd be nice. It'd be nice to stay in this area. Maybe, let's see, what are we at? 1 hour and 10 minutes? Something like this would be perfect. I want to get over to Stockholm too. Probably head that way, maybe during the red eye or something. Oh, this is another city. I want to buy a shop. Definitely this city was on my list, so let's go discover it and buy the shop here real quick. Then we'll have at it. So in case you're wondering, people ask all the time where this came from. Of course, you can get this on Steam. That's where I always recommend buying any of the Euro Truck. You're going to get the patches and DLCs quicker by buying it on Steam too than you will if you buy the retail copy. And then lastly, it's $17.99 is how much, and if you order it in the next week, you will get the paint jobs, the Viking paint jobs for free. It'll be included. That's the shop right there, isn't it? That looks different. Well, it wasn't even far to go. Garage is available for sale. Press enter to buy. Do you want to buy this garage? Yep. Yeah, it's a different looking. Now, I'm interested to see what happens when we upgrade it. What's that? Okay. Company, let's see. Garage manager. That was cool anyway, I guess, to get here. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade that all the way. I always do right away. And it looks like it's gonna look... Oh, it is different! That is a different looking, building. That's nice. I like that. Just look at it! Little different architecture. Looks even different inside. Oh wow. It is different inside. There's all kinds of stuff in there now. Like the other garages, you could drive around in circles. Like I've done that before where I, you know, stick it in second or third gear and just spin around in circles inside the garage. One day I did that and it was raining out and I didn't have my headlights and I was driving in my garage in a circle and I got a headlight ticket for not having my headlights on. I'm like, but I'm in my own garage. But Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at the inside. Oh, we're inside already. Okay, put us inside. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. What I want, though, out of American Truck when they finally bring it out, is I'd really like to have... I want to see my trucks parked there. I know the trucks are out on the road and stuff, so that's realistic. You know, you could say, well, they're not in there because they're out on the road. But I think it'd be pretty cool when the trucks are not out on the road, like my Berlin garage. I have no drivers. I have 5 trucks. I keep my trucks there. I want to see my trucks parked in there. I think that'd be pretty neat to see, you know, and I think it'd also be neat to be able to get out of your truck and walk around in your garage. Just to be able to see your trucks. And it would even serve another purpose. You could get out of your semi and check your load, making sure the straps are tight. Wouldn't that be neat if you had to worry about stuff like that? Like your tarps and your straps actually were loose. You had to get out and tighten them. I mean, it could be as simple as pressing E to like tighten a strap, but if it's loose and it falls off, you could cause damage to the load or, you know, other people. Those are things real life truckers have to worry about, along with flat tires, tire blowouts. You know how many times you see truckers pulling loads and they'll have a trailer with crappy tires and tires blow out, you know, it's just their luck. Not their trailer, they're pulling it, but tire blows out on the trailer and it's now their problem and they got to deal with it. And always fill up at your own garage. You're gonna pay a better price. Ready for some red eye later on. That is awesome. Evil's in the house. How's it going, Craze Clown? Barley Hops Water in the house as well. That's getting a little construction simulator complicated. Well, it's true, and you know, and I partially true. I gripe about that with like construction sim that they overdid it, but I'm not talking about like every little thing. But I think it'd be kind of neat to be driving on the road and see a strap on your load flapping around. Pull over, get out. Now, granted, this stuff should not happen very often. This should be. And that's where sometimes games go wrong, is they'll come up with stuff like that, and they'll have it happen every load. You'll have a tire blowout, straps flying off, tarps flying. I mean, that would be too much. I'm thinking like 1 out of every 8 to 10 loads you'll have, or 1 out of every 2 loads you'll have straps loosen up, because that does, you do have to check the tightness on those. You know, maybe 1 out of every 10 loads or something you have a tire failure. I think that would, you know, I just want to be able to get out of my truck and walk around. That's just my wish list. That's not saying that if they don't do that, I think they failed. I'm just saying that's my personal wish list. Everybody can have a wish list. There's other things that I'd like to see too. I mean, multiplayer. I'm not talking about a mod. I'm talking about an actual, you know, multiplayer that's built straight in. Gosh, this might have to become my headquarters. I really like this being close to shop. See if we had any damage on that load. 140, it's tire wear. Tire wear in my transmission, I did $18 of damage right in a few gears. Little bit of damage on the engine, $30 or whatever. Look at people standing around. I don't remember if there was people standing around the other ones. It's good to see that though. If you jumped in the stream late, we will be driving a first look. There's no music because this will be going on to the YouTube. We'll be doing this for about another hour or a little less maybe, and then we're gonna stop there a second. Then we're gonna head off to probably a little bit of farming. I've got a little bit of stuff on farming sim to do on Bjarnholm. We've got some crops that need taken out, and then we're gonna jump back over to Red Eye Euro Truck, and we're gonna push it hard to get some driving done today. So most of the stream will be Euro Truck. let's see what we got here. I wanna keep it in the area of the new, pretty much the whole night. I don't care what we're hauling. I want to keep it in the new area that we haven't seen yet. We're more focused on the scenery right now in the cities and driving on roads that I haven't explored yet than I am on what we're hauling. A cat there, that's kind of almost like what we just had. I think that's 8 ton, that's not too bad. We had office paper that was 24 ton. Let's take the office paper, it's a lot heavier. And it's a nice, I think, look at it, looks like it's going through some pretty curvy roads and stuff, so I think that'll be a good good thing to, that's the heaviest loads you're gonna get with vanilla Euro truck, so eeh. And it looks like we're going back to the same place. Although I didn't really discover the city too much, did I? Ah well. I think it said we went past in a recruitment agency, I don't remember. I'm just stalling up traffic. Okay, let me get this load of office paper and we'll drive it over into Sweden. Oh, a little bit off there. Alright, so we'll take a look at our load. It's just a regular looking semi. It's a shipping container full of office paper. I guess would be pretty heavy if it was stacked with pallets of paper. And into Sweden we will go. Hopefully we get some nicer weather. It is still 9 o'clock in the morning. We are not tired. We are fueled up. Our truck is fixed and we are ready to go. Oops. I'm going the wrong way. Out of here. Oh. I was going out the way that I came in. That's okay, because now I'll get to go down the one street that I haven't been down yet. Past... Oh no, we did drive past the recruitment agency. It was on this road. I know I unlocked one. Man. And they've added on to the roster as well. For the recruitment office. There's a service station. So quiet in the cab. So quiet in the cab. You know what, if I could do this again, I would take that sunshade off. Kind of blocks my view a little bit. Granted, it doesn't block the view from the road, but I want to be able to see out the windows. Kind of takes up... Oh look, it stopped raining. Be interesting to see what we're gonna get into here. Oh my god, no way, I did not just do that. Kinda... God, I hope there's nobody behind me. Well, I went into the turnaround, I looked down and I said we're going off to the right, so I went into the turnabout deal there and went right, and that was not the right. And then we're off again. Boy, they got a whole mess of roads. So weird driving with it so quiet. Yes, playing evil. We don't do this often. If you're new jumping in, normally we got the tunes cranked up pretty well. Some might complain a little too loud, but that's the way we like it. I don't know the last time I drove Euro Truck without the tunes on. Well, during driver logs, I wouldn't run. I don't use tunes because again, you can't put those videos on the YouTube with copywritten music. It's just so quiet. I don't know if they made these trucks more quiet in the cab or... Like I said, I've been driving American modded trucks and, you know, like that Pete, that thing is real noisy in the cab. Which I was getting a little tired of. But now I guess if you're not playing music, it's kind of nice to hear your truck. I think that'd be a neat feature too if you could roll down the window and hear your truck a little bit louder. Like basically if you could roll down your window and have this sound here with a little bit of wind noise, not too much, but you know, just a little bit of wind noise and kind of hear your truck more. Dang nammit. Boy, this load is noticeably different. 24 tons versus the 8. We're in 8th gear climbing this hill. So we're gonna, probably tomorrow I'll be actually recording driver log 14, I believe it is. Look at this, I think we're coming in Sweden, yep. Here's the flag. Oh man, that was quick. How neat. That is one thing I really do like about European trucking is how you get to go through so many different countries and things change so much. I mean, the same can be said about here in the States. Oh, the engine braking on the Pete would be great right now. Whoa! We'll have to get that out sometime. But yeah, the same can be said here in the States. You can go from one state to the other and the pavement, the color of the pavement, the condition of the pavement. A good example, you drive in nice roads, I don't want to say Wisconsin's great, but you could drive in any state surrounding Minnesota, and once you hit Minnesota, it's like driving on the surface of the moon. Just crap on the roads. And, frickin' potholes and, you know, enough to take your tire right off your rim. There's tires laying and rims and car pieces, fenders, bumpers, everything else is jarred off when they've hit them. But I know there are parts of Wisconsin that I would commonly commute across from Wisconsin to Minnesota and get nice paved roads, and then oh yeah, welcome to Minnesota. But no, it's like that in a lot of states. Different guardrail usage. Of course, the signs, the road signs, that's all federally like mandated. So the road signs, I think, are gonna all be the same. I'm trying to think if I've ever run into different looking road signs. I don't think I have. You know, the whole country's gonna be the same, but definitely, you know, Illinois. I will have to say, Illinois has got some crappy frickin' roads. Shouldn't pick on Minnesota. Illinois gets probably... And they even have toll booths there to take your money. They charge you to drive on the roads and then they don't even fix them. Wow, definitely some hills here. Crappy roads in Florida? Florida probably... I'm trying to think. I've driven a lot in Florida. On the interstates, they didn't stand out as too rough. I've been on some back roads in Florida that were a little bumpy. But there again, we're... You know, in defense of the northern states, you know, we deal with a lot of all the frost, the heaving, the ground is, you know, it's terrible. Oh my god, accident! Oh, why is this guy slowing down in the road? What a goof. I should have used my engine brake and let my clutch out and the lower gear I'd have stopped. I was relying on the brakes. Well, there's the first accident of the day. But yeah, to Florida, they got the heat. Does a lot of wear and tear on the roads. Texas is the same way. Right in the Midwest, they have some pretty nice roads. They don't deal a lot with the super cold temperatures and the heat's not as big of a deal. But none of it's an excuse, because I've never been, but I've heard Germany's got outstanding roads, but it's just because, you know, granted they don't have anywhere near the amount of roads that we do here in the US, but the few that they do have, like their Autobahn, they make it out of very thick concrete so that it doesn't crack, which you kind of have to do if you have unlimited speed. If you had unlimited speed with a car, some of the roads up here, I mean, you'd have the major accidents. People are hitting those potholes going 100 and something, you know. But yeah. Land of traffic cones. Let's all rage about the roads around where we live, and then we'll all feel better. We could all have a rant about it. Whoops, didn't mean to bump that. Oh! Distracted driver. Come on, stop grinding gear. This is so much different. Holy cow. They've put a lot of work into it. I love the sound of this truck. And that's what I want to hear right there. I want to have the option to roll down. Whoops. I want to have the option to roll down my window and in the cab view and hear that engine. I think that'd be pretty neat. Rhode Island, I've never been out there. I mean, at the end of the day, all the states in the U.S., especially recently, a little bit rough on the roadside. Tennessee, like I said, they're pretty good. I mean, compared to up here, I mean, that's what I got so used to. Tennessee is how smooth the roads were. Why are you sticking on those brakes? Tennessee had really nice smooth roads, and as a motorcyclist, you know, you notice it quickly. It's like, wow, this is really nice. Coming back up here, it's a little bit of a shocker, but there's a lot of states that have bad roads. Oh, gravel with tar poured on it? Yeah. Yeah, we've got those up here in places, but I'll tell you what, after living on a dirt road for the last year and a half, I'd take gravel with tar poured on it in a heartbeat. Man, oh man, oh man. Look at how the road is banked. I mean, that is cool. They have put a lot of work into this. Into the detail. I almost crashed there, switching in my view. Kind of riding our gears high here, but we don't need to go too fast. Mega. I think that's what that says, Mega. Must be a European brand that I'm not familiar with. Or it might be one of the vanilla trailers, like made up kind of names. Like a boss. We hog the road here. 21. Hager. And yeah, 21. Thank you for those follows. Definitely appreciated. Oh my gosh. We need to get off here. Look out, Mr. Semi Guy. I'd really like to hear the outside sound. Oh, I like their color coordination. The blue and the yellow, just like their country. Kind of crazy now you can drive all the way down to Italy. I'd still like to see a little expansion down into the southern part of Italy, because that would be very different scenery. We can go all the way from Italy, all the way up into the UK, all the way into Sweden, Norway. Of course, a lot of people have talked about Russia, but I mean, you're opening up the door to... They could do the western part of Russia, you know, so you could go to Moscow. I think that would be kind of interesting. But I don't know how much more they're really gonna do. I kind of have the feeling, you know, I would have liked to see more of France. There's very little of France you actually drive in, which, you know, France is a pretty major European country. Oops. I have missed my turn. Again. Boy, you just cannot take your eyes off for a second. Look down at that thing and all I saw was keep going forward. Oops. Not the case. We're gonna do an illegal, I'm an idiot, I need to turn around turn. And I'm gonna grind my gear. We're gonna do it in style. We're gonna grind all our gears. But, I know, wrong way. I know. Missed my turn. The only thing bad about having your wheels zoomed in too much. This one got a pretty good GPS on the dash there, so... Thankfully, it was easy enough to get turned around. But yeah, France. I'd like to see a lot more of France. And Spain. Spain would look, I think, a lot like Italy. Southern parts. Same kind of terrain, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what you'd call that terrain, but it'd be really neat to drive down to there. Yeah, there's very little of France, which is a little surprising. Maybe they'll add going west in one. This is kind of the going north. Okay, I guess they stopped there. Are they supposed to stop? I mean, give us the right of way? I guess I don't know their traffic laws. I don't know if it's because I was pulled over the line a little bit and that car was being polite or freaking out or what, but I've seen that a few times already. In that case, I'm always going to make sure my nose is just over the line. That'll get them all to stop and give me the right of way. Oh, we got pretties. Holy buckets. Holy crapper. Ah, I was trying to see that stream. Oh, come on. Oh wow, big windmill. That thing's huge. Try not to make up excuses, but I keep missing my turns because I'm looking at the scenery. They've put a lot of more work into this. We're gonna take a picture here. Mikey and T-Boma, thank you so much, along with Airlife. Thank you for follows. I want to take a quick screenshot. We'll even probably use this for our thumbnail today. Look at that water. It's beautiful. They got a great tool in here for being able to take really nice screenshots. Gotta go to the other side with the lighting. I don't know, that'll look proper. Stuck on the guardrail. Guess I was sitting on the guardrail. There we go. Can work with that. Yeah, I really love that tool that they have for taking them screenshots. You're trying to make thumbnails, that's a huge help. They added that in like right a month or two after I started doing videos of Euro Truck back in the summer of 2013. They added that in the fall, and very helpful. I like driving the 2x4 or whatever they call it chassis, because you end up getting a larger fuel tank. So I've got my fuel turned to realistic, so I run out of fuel like very quick compared to when I used to not have that enabled. You could drive across Europe on a tank, kind of, and now with those other trucks and the smaller tanks, you really got to be paying attention. You'll go a little bit, and before you know it, you're running out of fuel, which I have done. Oh my god, about my... Highway. Easy people, what's happening? Only if every game had that with the picture deal, yeah. What is happening, Bjorn? How is it going? All of you amazing peeps. Aw. Pete. What else are we playing tonight? We're doing this until we pretty much drop this load here in a little bit. And then we're going to be heading into a little bit of farming to do. Bjornholm, we've got some crops that need tending to. This is our first look video. We're having our first look at the new Scandinavian DLC, and then we're going to be back tonight for a red-eye. You don't know what a red-eye is? Just ask. I'm sure some of our regular viewers will be able to fill you in on what those are all about. Oh my goodness. Or a moderator could type in the red-eye command. It'll pop it up. Oh, those gears. This is different. Look at this place. Wow. I was actually supposed to pull in there, wasn't I? That don't matter. So we have, this is a repair shop on our right. Thank you so much to Becca. We appreciate that. Oh, look, an MAN dealer. Oh, that's different looking. I like that. We'll have to drop our trailer and then go discover. Oh. I gotta figure out how the heck I'm supposed to get in here. Up to the others. Oh, it is right here. Really? No, don't pull up behind me. There's actually 2 ways to get in. This is a hotel parking lot. Oh no, this is not going here. It is going next door. We're cutting through the parking lot. Well, whatever works. Come on. We gotta back it up right there. Going to the grocery store. I think that's what this is. I'm not sure. This food. Skip parking the trailer. I think I've only used that once or twice. I think I did that one day. I drank a little bit too much and I was having a hard time even making it in the parking lot. Figured probably wasn't going to do me any good to try to back the thing up. Otherwise, I don't ever use that. Only use that feature if you're under the influence. That's about the only thing it's good for. Oh. I gotta go my other right. Hopefully I got an excellent... Oh, we didn't. We damaged the load a little bit. How did we hurt the paper? I bumped that car. Figured I would have done more damage to my truck than anything, but yeah, damaged it up a little bit there. Got good work on that one. And I got another Steam achievement that popped up. I'm not sure what that one was about. I want to go and have a look at the city though. Look at all those red cars. I don't know what's on that other street back there, but... here's the shop to buy over here. I thought I could make it. We don't have any load, so I'm not too worried if we bump our truck up a little bit. Oh, come on, stop grinding gears. In Sweden, it's legal to use the sidewalks for trucks. I'm pretty sure. I've never been there, but... Whoa! I'm confused here. Where's the shop at? Oh, I think it's that dealer. Ow! Ow! He hit me. At least we're not getting fined for the, Well, now we're not gonna see how much, damage I did on that car. I wanted to see, because now I've bumped a few more cars just kind of tearing around the city there for a second. Whoops, didn't have to shut it off. But, look at that, only 2,000 damage. Probably only did a few $100 damage before when I kind of bumped that guy's bumper. That stopped in the middle of the friggin' road instead of, like, going. But, yeah. That is, now we can go to, Oslo. We can travel back there since we bought the garage. We have a few minutes here. What I should do is we'll check out the recruitment agency. Just hire a driver. See, they've got all these pictures. They've updated all the pictures in here. All these different people. That's see, I knew it too when I saw it. Yeah, Pavel. That's the developer guy. Don't quote me on that, but I'm 99% sure. Because I recognized the picture before I even seen the name. I was looking through. Got him in there. And, yeah, all these real-life pictures. I'm not a big fan of the real-life pictures. This guy, you do not want to hire him. That, yeah, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful on that one. Ian. Yeah, these guys down here. This guy here, I don't know. I just worry about him. I would be very worried about him. I kind of like the old black and white pictures that they used to have. I don't know. I just associate with them more. But we want to hire the best drivers, so we're gonna hire her. We're gonna hire for Oslo. Oh, I don't have any trucks for him yet. Then we got Yano. That's a good name, Yano. 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 We'll hire him as well. And who else? I only want to hire 3 drivers. Oof. Slim pickings. I guess we'll hire this one here. Later on I'll put all 5, but we've got the money, so yeah. How about that? And then we want to go to truck dealer and Majestic, I guess they've gotten licensing for Mercedes, so this should be changing here soon, hopefully, where this will have Mercedes stuff. Because they did finally get the licensing. I guess it just might be taking a while to get the legals done. Don't quote me again on that, but I did read up something on that here recently. So otherwise, I think we'll probably end up, I don't know, Norway. We'll put the Scania in there. I'm not too particular. Of course, we're gonna buy online. Doesn't do you any good to buy like souped up, super nice ones. Can put pretty much anything in there. So I'm not even gonna change. You can make them a little bit cheaper. I think there's a few things you could take off, but don't care. We'll buy them all a truck, and that way they can get started working for us. There we go. And then, what else? Go into our garage manager. I still would like to know why my truck got moved. We're gonna relocate our truck back to Berlin. That's where it's supposed to be. What? Oh, I took up a spot here. Maybe that's why I bumped the truck. I don't know. We're headquartered out of here, so it put us in this truck here. Well, that's fine. We'll leave that for now. So anyway, we'll hire 2 more drivers later on. If you let it go a little bit, you'll end up getting some hired drivers. We just hired off all the top ones, so do a little sleep in and a little this, that, and the other. And we're down to 5.6 million now. Get a little bit of rest. And look at almost $200,000 every time we sleep. 100,000 to 200. So we'll definitely save our progress on that. And we're going to jump off to the farming for a little bit. And we'll be back on Euro Truck tonight for another red eye. This weekend we'll be doing more Euro Truck. Trying to pretty much hit up all the roads in the Scandinavian DLC. Of course, we'll be playing music and having a grand old time later on. So that'll be the chunk for YouTube for our first look video. Right out of there.